Gentlemen,
Sir.
Gamescom is occurring, and you know what Gamescom means? It means we're gonna see. Yes, it means beer and journalists traveling to Germany. It is Germany, isn't it?
Yes.
So it should be called Gamescom, I assume.
Should be called Game.com, the Tiger handheld.
Chris is also here, apparently.
A friend of mine had one of those. I told him, because I really wanted one, so I told him at the time at school, like, this thing is cool, you can play Resident Evil 2 on it and Mortal Kombat, and he went out and got it.
Great.
And it was ridiculously bad.
So we're here to watch, basically, some trailers for games we already know exist. Because it's Gamescom and it's not E3.
Yeah, not E3, not TGS. So we're not, like, it's not the excitement of new stuff that E3 is, and it's not the excitement of we are there of TGS.
It's just some videos, and that's why we're just going to watch some YouTube, and yeah. Should we get into it? Watch the first trailer, because we got a lot to get through. We might have to split this up into parts.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, let's go.
She's hot. This doesn't really look like an MMO, you guys.
I don't know, it looks pretty boring.
I like that it involves a lot of diving around and dodging and stuff, which is not the done thing in MMOs.
I heard really, really bad things about the Elder Scrolls Online, but I don't know. I think that was a couple of years ago before they changed everything.
Well, if it plays anything like Skyrim, that's leaps and bounds ahead of how MMOs normally play. So it's one of those things where you have to wait for it to be out and people to play it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Next trailer.
Let me tell you,
I have seen this.
Heroes. For there are those who believe the history of Albion is a history of heroes. From every corner of the land they come, seeking to make their name. But dashing, skillful, and perfect of skin.
This looks super Disney.
And determined.
Like, you'd have thought we've moved past the age of, like, pre-rendered trailers. But
And those who carry big, pointy swords. With the cheers of the simple village folk ringing in their ears. Out walked these brave.
Do you guys know if this is in-game, or is this just a CGI cutscene?
They could
I'd say it
potentially
looks
be
pretty
using...
CGI to me.
Yeah.
It's,
Just fame.
yeah, apparently the game itself is kind of like a dungeon crawly thing. But with one person on a tablet being the dungeon master, so moving stuff around. Which is kind of, I mean, that stuff's pretty interesting. It's like, as much as second screen is such a cliche at this point, like it seems like a good implementation of it.
For what is an adventure without danger? A fable without...
I gotta say, this trailer isn't that bad.
No, it's making me interested in playing another Fable game. But they're not getting me again, damn it.
Peter Molyneux's not there. It might all have been his fault.
You could be a hero. Or you could be.
I mean, if it's basically Diablo set in the Fable universe, I feel like I could get into that.
If it plays like Fable, then yeah.
Only for Kinect.
Peggy.
All right, so the next one, speaking of second screen stuff, we're gonna see some, well, second screen stuff. I quite like the idea of this. It sounds cool in a kind of I mean it way. I like this whole idea of being able to sort of affect your games that you like when you're not in your house. I loved the VMU as shit as it was. So anything that involves playing your games in a sort of not quite fully playing them sort of way while you're on the bus, I get behind. Because one day,
I'm just not convinced that people will actually do it.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see it done well. Like, it's a cool enough idea in theory, but I've literally never done anything that was even close to this idea that was done in a way that I had any interest in doing.
I think this and Watch Dogs is probably going to be proof of concept of either tablet, you know, second screen, what's the word for, wow, not asymmetrical gameplay can actually work. So let's watch it.
18.
By companion gaming, do they mean multiplayer?
They mean one person is helping another person out using a different device.
It's a co-op then.
No, shut up, Chris.
It's just I hate the era of buzzwords that happen in this whenever you come up to a new generation. Emotion engine, companion gaming.
I might mute Chris.
Heh. You see, this is interesting because it actually looks like they're playing a game on the second screen as opposed to fiddling with a menu or something. I would imagine you'd need to be on Wi-Fi for any of this stuff to work out, though. Like, wouldn't the latency on like a 3G or LTE connection be too shitty and completely kill your battery?
Yeah, you couldn't do this on the bus, I don't think at all.
I assume they're going to make it so that most of, like, obviously all the prettiness is going to be running on your local machine.
Yeah.
But maybe because you're so zoomed out, and you know, it's not exactly about. The thing with latency is you're aiming a gun and you're firing it at someone, and it's about, you know, it's about milliseconds, isn't it? Milliseconds and millimeters. If you feel like you hit somebody but it doesn't register, it's really annoying. But if you're playing zoomed out and all you're doing is boosting someone's stats and maybe dropping a turret here and there, then maybe the latency doesn't matter all that much, and the sort of data refresh rate can be a bit lower. Maybe it will work on LTE. I don't imagine anything like you know, simultaneous multiplayer can ever work on something like 3G.
You know, I just don't see it working. I don't see anybody, because you would have to communicate with the people that are playing. You know, you would have to have a message from someone saying, "Oh, we're playing The Division right now."
Oh, voice chat though. You run the Division app on your tablet. It vibrates or beeps in your pocket. You plug your headset that's got a microphone in it. You can hear the voice chat. You can hear the game. You can talk back to them.
So you're going to be
on the
really
bus,
annoying
like
on the bus.
yeah. At that point, like, why would you not be playing the game? Because you're probably going to be in a position where you could, like,
Because you're on the bus.
so you're gonna sit on the bus and go, there's people on the building across the street from you. You
Yeah.
gotta get them.
I do
Like,
that on the pooper.
Yeah. Yeah, even it could be as simple as you only have one console in the house and your little brother's playing it, but you have a tablet.
Yeah, the thing is though, like, if you get that sort of message, that lends itself fine to something that's asynchronous. But you know, I mean, it's not like if you've got a turn, it's your turn in Ticket to Ride. You don't instantly pick up the phone and then do it. Like, unless you're incredibly bored, you know? It's like, oh, my phone buzzed, but I'll get to that later on. It's
I think the
really,
problem
really,
is that you don't have enough friends.
no, the point is, it's really hard to kind of communicate and get together an online play session with a mobile game, and that's why asynchronous is a big deal on mobile platforms.
Because it's going to be in your pocket, and you take out, you do your turn at your leisure. But I think people will play this not like they play phone games. I think they'll play this like they play Vita games or 3DS games. So you are sitting down for a sort of a real play session, as it were. It's just you happen to be able to go outside your house and do it. Isn't that what people wanted all along with the PSP and things like that? They wanted to play their PlayStation not in their house.
No, they didn't.
You didn't. You didn't.
No, they didn't.
That was the excitement when it first came out. Was whoa, this looks like a PlayStation, but you can take it anywhere. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. But then they very quickly realized that playing PlayStation 2 games in a mobile environment wasn't exactly ideal. That's why the Vita kind of flopped at first, because it's like, hey, you can play your PS3 games outside, but nobody really wants to. That's why like indie games there's this shift to indie games, because that kind of little format or a little sort of well-crafted handheld experience is more important. I just see this kind of thing of, well, hey, it's a thing that's tuned to you sitting there with your tablet on the couch, but at that point, why not just pick up the controller?
Yeah, all right. We'll see when you're playing it on your PS4, and I'm bored at work, or I'm traveling somewhere, and you're desperate. I see that. I turn on my Ubisoft companion app, or even if it's just a Division companion app, and I see that Chris is playing a game, and he's about to die. I could press a button that gives him a sort of shield boost or something, or I could just not, and then we'll talk.
No, you'll just watch it happen. Oh, I see you're fucked.
It's all right. I'm sure that if you went around to give me that boost, I could pay $1.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's the real future.
All right, let's move on to the next trailer because we're going to be here forever. I think Project Spark is the only remaining thing that makes me think maybe one day I'll get an Xbox One, but nothing else so far has made me want one.
Well, I really want to play Below, but that's coming out to other things, so...
Exactly, yeah, they keep losing their exclusives and reasons to get one.
Okay, yeah, this actually looks pretty good.
But then this is going to go head-to-head in a way with Little Big Planet Hub, which is free to everyone, so... Is this free to play?
This is probably going to be a paid-for thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but I love Little Big Planet like crazy, but that game's not very fun. This actually looks like it might be fun.
Well, this looks like an even more complex and powerful Make Anything engine. Which I'm actually cool with. I think it could be brilliant. But then so could the next Little Big Planet, and that's coming up in these trailers. So let's move on.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna sit this one out.
One man had a vision that would change our world.
Well, that's revisionist.
Wrestlemania!
A world where legends are born.
So, like, this third years of Wrestlemania thing is, this year's version of the Attitude Mode from last year, and it's just, it seems indicative to me of hey, here's another thing where we're going to make something that you've got a single player mode that really appeals to the hardcore wrestling fan, and then a wrestling game that really doesn't appeal to the hardcore wrestling fan. So, again, it's another huge wrestling game, and given that this is coming out at the same time as the new consoles coming out, I think this is the first WWE game that I'm going to be giving a miss.
Yeah, I think it's the next ones after this that are going to be worth a look at, isn't it?
Good music.
One epic game.
Makes me want to work out. Go on a marathon or something.
Become immortal.
Can we, like, institute just a ban on the word epic now forever? Please?
Epic reversal controls. Let's just move straight on.
This I am hyped for.
You know, 17 million people downloaded Plants vs. Zombies 2 last week, and if any of you gave them any money, then you're fuckers, because you're encouraging them. You'll see they're gonna break Peggle 2 as well. Peggle free to play.
I do like that they're using Grieg as the music for this. I can always get behind a bit of Grieg. Are we going to get some Mountain King? Nope.
Still a pretty good choice though.
In-game purchases.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, otherwise, it's totally. It seems like a good idea. You don't really have that many sort of family-friendly or kid-friendly action shooters, you know. So yeah, I mean, there's a gap in the market for it to fill.
You know, if they set this up like they set up something like Team Fortress 2, and it is free to play, okay, I'm on board. Make the things cosmetic or something, you know?
Yeah, but Plants vs. Zombies 2 proved that they're not just after things that are cosmetic, they're after grindy horribleness.
They're actually, it looks like they're pretty much implementing all the things you can do in Call of Duty. In a good way. It's funny. So you'll have like the streak boosts or whatever they're called, and all the it looks like you have a little hover gun thing. I'm great at talking in the morning. We should do this more often.
I'm Lindsay Pearson, a producer on The Sims, and I'm excited to give you this early look at The Sims 4.
Woo!
You'll get to meet our new
Hey, shut up! I just bought The Sims 3.
Yeah, me too, but are you gonna play it?
I might murder some Sims.
It's where my Sims begin to come to life.
Really? Like they just shake those boobies around, huh?
Intuitive and more powerful than ever. I click directly on my Sim to make changes.
Can we jiggle this guy's crotch a bit?
I just push and pull. This new feature makes
Does anyone care, really?
create the Sims that so far have only
Millions of people care.
Millions and millions.
I want to show you just how detailed you can get. I click directly on the Sim's face to refine their looks.
Oh god. No.
Making a family of witches. Making a family of witches.
Fine-tune her mouth.
Though it is nice to see that they're doing something with character customization that isn't all fucked up and weird like
These new
Tiger
Sims
Woods.
could look like me.
You can pretty much guarantee that this is going to be in Mass Effect, can't you?
In Create a Sim, I give my Sims personality. I can choose their voices and figure out how they move. This is where their lives really begin. Now that I've created my
I'm not even ashamed. I love designing houses in The Sims.
In The Sims 4, we've redesigned all of our creative tools to be intuitive and fun. I can reach into the world and make changes quickly and
Yeah,
easily.
this looks way easier than the way they used to
I
do
lay
it.
down a room, push and pull it into the shape I want, and I can quickly add more.
Hopefully it's just as powerful that you can have maybe like round rooms and
If I'm
stuff
not
you'd like to
happy
think.
with the layout of my house, now I can just pick up a room and move it. And the room's furniture and decor will come right along with it. Even with the many new ways
Thing
to
is, I'm
customize
just
a house,
so
it's faster
uninterested
than
in the
ever.
simulation
New
aspect of
tools are
it.
tactile,
Like,
powerful, and a lot of
it's
fun.
almost like just get a CAD program and build a house.
Yeah, they seem to put a lot of stock in like getting a job and having relationships and stuff. No, I just want to play with a
I want to
dollhouse.
share the story of my Sims, Sophia, Ollie, and Andre.
Here we go. Here comes all the RPG shit.
Sophia's having a get-together, and, as always, the guys are competing for her affection. At the moment, things are going quite well for Ollie. Check out that grin. I've got Ollie feeling confident. Over here, I can see his emotions.
I'm hating this.
For the first time ever, we've designed
You
our...
just hate dating, God.
Like what you're seeing, or the narration, or just the general, like, overall plot?
Just everything that's happening on the screen right now. Like, it feels so, like, shitty Disney. You know what I mean?
Andre, he is bored.
See, I'm that guy.
I'm gonna make Andre step on Ollie's game.
At any moment, it's like, I just, at the moment there where she says, I'm gonna mix things up. I'm gonna give Andre a Coca-Cola, and he's gonna feel, you know, I mean, it just, I don't know.
You're putting words in their mouth with that, but I
Yeah,
like that you can make a
it's-
wanker. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, I think The Sims kind of existed at the first as a parody of consumerism, and now it's just abjectly consumerist, and I don't know what this is actually going to be like, but I get the feeling it's going to be filled with, you know, corporate sponsorship and, you know, special packs where you buy branded goods and all of this trash that it really wasn't about when it was under Will Wright. And yeah,
So what's worse, that or free to play?
Luckily,
I think they're equally as bad, and I think they tend to go hand in hand with one another as well.
if Animal Crossing is allowed to exist, and if it's allowed to be the topic of all the podcasts for 3 straight months, then The Sims 4 is allowed to exist.
is less intense. But Andre still needs to chill out if I have any hopes of getting him together with Sophia. These different levels of emotional states...
In fact, just to spite all of the podcasts, I'm going to do half an hour of Sims 4 talk at the start of every episode.
Check back in with Ollie.
Oh, just
Ollie's feeling flirty, and Sophia's enjoying it.
just let us know when you're about to do it, and then, you know, we'll
These
hop
two
in
must
or
have been
mumble
viewing
like
this
30
first
minutes
day
into
painting.
every show.
Just jump into the channel occasionally and go.
On my Sims
You'll just do a one-man
With things
podcast for
heating
5
up,
minutes. then-
I'll get this budding couple.
Yeah, like Dave's not gonna trick us
And
into
Ollie's
it.
got one big question
Yeah,
for
we're going to be mid-conversation. I'll just go, oh, today I got a promotion at work.
Well, that was forward. But Sophia sure looks into it. Too bad, Andre. This night belongs
How long is this fucking thing? Jesus.
from violin solos to voodoo.
As long as a human
The
life.
choices I've made and the emotions I've taken my Sims through really changed how this night played out. Now, where did Ollie and Sophia run off to? Ollie really does have a rocket ship, and Sophia is impressed.
Galvador!
This is a night
It's
out.
called his penis.
Well, this is a good place to wrap things up. Thanks for watching.
Simlish is actually brilliant. I don't care what anyone says.
Creative tools and more of The Sims 4.
Well, it's good that you don't care.
I don't care either. No thanks. I even hate this fucking guitar riff. Just make it stop. This is like 30 seconds of the video.
Here we are in your hideout,
But that's okay, because I was adding more videos to the list.
the GT3. Now that you have your car, you can personalize it to make one of a kind. And there are seriously millions.
I really do want to play this game.
And all drive is the perfect
What is it? Need for Speed Rivals. Okay.
Yeah.
Next, we'll choose your speed list.
Car game.
It's the new way we're thinking about
Yeah, but fun car game.
Each list serves up your objectives.
So yeah.
Is it made by, what's the face? Burnout Chaps.
Criterion?
It's a new studio called Ghost.
Yeah.
And I guess they have a bunch of people from Criterion working on it.
Does that mean
But yeah.
Criterion's been broken up?
No, they're still around. It's just that they do the every other year Need for Speed games. So,
Okay. I still kind of want to get Most Wanted. Is that cheap yet?
it's
it's
been
pretty
cheap but it's Origin only. Don't know
okay.
if you have a problem with that.
I have quite a few
but
games on Origin.
Okay. Well, it runs like shit on my PC. That's the only reason I haven't played it.
It was a great game, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, Most Wanted was really fun. It's just, it's not quite, apart from the multiplayer, which is great, it didn't do anything that much more that Hot Pursuit didn't do. So this kind of connected single-player stuff in Rivals actually looks like it's going to take things a little bit further. So
When I was saying Most Wanted, I actually meant Hot Pursuit. I haven't played Most Wanted.
well,
Hot Pursuit is real good.
Surely super cheap, because it's cheap.
Cool, then I'll get it. I didn't realize I'd skipped one.
Pursuit tech, and of
I
course,
still
the one you
haven't
would've
really
skipped
played
would've been
Paradise.
The Run.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I was really bummed about that game because I thought the demo was really, really, really good, and it came out and got a bunch of shitty reviews.
They're announcing that Ferraris are in this game, are they? Is that the point of this little mini trailer?
So,
I guess.
trailers, what, from the middle of EA's conference, I guess.
Looks pretty.
Yeah.
Please clap.
Yay! Yeah, I think it's each game now in Need for Speed exists on its own, right? It's not. I don't think the Need for Speed as a franchise has any cachet anymore.
I think you
So
un- I think you underestimate the Call of Duty style. I don't read any magazines. I don't go on any websites. I read Nuts magazine and buy what they say is good.
Oh shit! New Need for Speed, get it!
Yeah, like I think, as someone who spent a few months working in a game station, there are plenty of people who are way less informed and don't care about that than we are, and they just
Former GameStop employee, I totally feel for it.
yeah. So I think these franchise names do actually carry a lot of weight, just not necessarily to us. Kat, I will throw you under a Ferrari, which is back in the game.
Alright. In terms of I don't care what anybody says, I know everybody likes to say that Titanfall looks brown and boring like every other shooter. I watched this trailer before we started doing this, and I'm sorry, I can't wait. This looks so good.
Cool, let's watch and listen to the whole thing.
I'm gonna kick all your asses.
It may not look like much, but trust me, we're gonna need him. He's a hell of a pilot.
Okay, let's move.
Bish, I'm picking up a massive incoming jump signature directly above the city. I don't know what it is, but it's big. Whoa, heads up!
I love that. Just a little wall run. Oh,
Here just jumped in. You better get Parker out of there quick. Copy that, Bish. I'm working on it.
I'm sending in some hornets to keep that carrier busy. Pilots, focus on clearing out the IMC forces on the ground.
That's a double kill.
this bit right here. Just look how far you can go. Oh,
Is that a Sakura tree?
Pardon?
Sakura.
Sakura.
Okay, your Titan's prepped for launch. Call it when ready. You got it. Stand by for Titanfall.
The thing I'm worried about is because there's no single player, it's going to be really difficult to teach you all of this stuff.
I think you can probably do these missions offline, right? The single player seems to be merged with the multiplayer.
It's multiplayer or nothing, right? There is no single.
I bet you can do it with bots. Because basically, the way this game works, by the looks of it, is all the missions online aren't just death matches, they're scripted cinematic levels, but people play the characters on both sides, right?
All units, light
Okay, pilots, our diversion's still working. We just need to buy McAllen and Barker a little more time.
Caution, you are outnumbered 2 to 1.
Something that I sort of appreciate about that is it would have been really easy for them to just have him pull the other pilot out from the other mech and like squish him in his hand and make it something really gratuitous and gross. And instead they just throw him backwards. I don't know. It like shows restraint that I didn't expect.
Fall back and secure the evac point.
They're basically humanitarians.
What's your status? We got Barker.
I get the feeling that while all of this awesome stuff is happening, I'm just getting killed, or I'm hiding in the corner of a room and not really sure what's happening elsewhere. It's like I played Battlefield 3 multiplayer for the first time a while ago, and I was just completely lost on some other random corner of the map.
Yeah, it seems very frantic. I can see it being scary to people who don't necessarily play it or a lot of shooters all the time. Thanks for the whooping, crowd. Alright, let's go into another brown shooter.
So there are people on our forums who are saying, well, if the Japanese launch for these new consoles is later, I'll just buy Battlefield 4 twice. And that seems super. I don't understand the philosophy. You know, I mean, like some people, these guys on our forums are like, well, I only buy Battlefield 4, or I only buy Battlefield, so you know, it doesn't cost me too much money. And so I get that, but how did you get into Battlefield in the first place? I can't understand the buy one game a year crowd.
For some people, having a very good shooter that involves teamwork with a lot of maps and stuff like that, and a lot of variety is enough. I can understand that. I've played a lot of Battlefield 2142 and 2. DLC pre-order! DLC pre-order!
That's actually how they end this trailer too. That water though, that looks
I have no doubt that Battlefield 4 is going to be fucking amazing.
God, I need a new PC.
And there's the whole, you can buy premium now.
China Rising.
Yeah.
It's getting pretty weird now, isn't it? They're advertising DLC packs before the game is even really properly detailed.
Yeah, it's really gross. I mean, we can talk about like free-to-play stuff being gross all we want, but $60 up front and then advertising ahead of time. Oh,
what are you doing?
What?
I don't know. I like that video.
Well, let's
You were trouble when you walked in.
Alright, we can listen to this stupid song while I add things to the playlist.
Now I'm lying on the cold hard ground.
I fucking love it so much.
Dick. Alright, okay. Okay, God. Oh God, the next trailer is starting. Okay, Tanner, I'm going to send you a link to the... Oh, you can't do it. Alright, let's just... Chris, can you start adding things, please?
I'm gonna... There's a couple trailers I can find.
We've already made a list.
Yeah, fact, well... Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it, guys.
Good guys. Okay.
Do you have Ream? Right, Ream?
Yeah, whatever that's called.
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
also.
everything's on. It's just,
Okay.
yeah, I seriously, I cannot do this.
All right, Tanner's doing it.
My
Okay,
finger in
Tanner,
this
add
space.
those trailers. You can see that list, right? You're working from the bottom upwards. Okay. I know nothing about this, so pray silence, please.
Fallen God, creator and destroyer of worlds, hear my vow! Hear my vow. My vow of defiance! I see you heard me.
Well then. That's... what? I have no clue what that's supposed to be. I'm guessing Darksiders of War Thor edition.
For 10 long years, the world has trembled at our feet. But blinded by our hubris, we failed to see the ghost.
Okay, I think I added enough for now.
Rising anew, sworn to end our supremacy. We are now besieged from all sides, all that we stand for at risk. Your mission is just the beginning. Welcome back, General.
This sounds shitty.
Guess what? It's free to do.
Free to shitty. Alright.
Oh, so are they just relaunching the series as just Command and Conquer?
The Command and Conquer.
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking. The Command and the Conquer. Command and the Conquer.
The Command and the Conquer. That actually sounds quite classy.
What if it was Command and the Conquer, like the horse chestnut?
You know what? Of how many trailers have we seen so far? What, like 10 or so?
Yeah, something like that.
It's not a single thing so far that I want to play.
Apart from this, here we go.
I Need for Speed? Because that looks hot.
Yeah, kinda, I guess. But I could live without it.
Well, you can literally live without every video game.
Sure.
So.
This like, oh my god. And even this seems, is this the Batman?
Yeah, the Batman.
I mean, this
The
seems
Batman.
like the Batman too far. But actually, the Vita version looks really cool. Like, the Vita version is a sort of 2D. It's basically everything that the Arkham games are, but in sort of 2.5D Metroidvania stuff.
Yeah, I read that they slowed down the combat in this version, which I don't know how I feel about that. It felt really good before.
And again, this is like another late current gen game that's coming out when the next gen consoles are out, and so I'm probably just gonna forget about it.
Do we know who they got to voice the Joker this time around?
Too much anger. I am the reason the criminals.
Is this a prequel? Yeah, it's Origins, right? Yeah, obviously. I was wondering how they got around to just Joker being there in general.
My side works within the law. We've earned Gotham's respect. If that were true, I wouldn't be here.
Gordon, clear the line of fire!
You've got nowhere to run.
Gotham's gonna burn!
You need a new hobby.
I like the look of this one. It doesn't seem quite as gritty as the other ones. Not as mean looking.
I like grit and mean.
I'm into it. I can be, but you know, the Arkham series has usually been, I don't know.
I think it could be alright. Has Batman's voice changed in it?
It sounded a little different. I don't know if that's Kevin Conroy.
He's meant to be. There was a kerfuffle about him not doing it right, and then the younger version was going to be someone else, and the older guy would be Kevin Conroy. But maybe, I don't know. That guy sounded like generic action hero. I don't know whether that's the same voice actor doing a weird performance, or just a different guy who sounds like generic fighty man says cool thing.
But we don't know if, we don't know who's doing Joker, because I know that Mark Hamill said he was done.
Yeah, which is annoying, because it's probably the best thing he's done.
I have no nostalgia for N+. What about you guys?
I adored N+.
Yeah, I really liked N+.
It was the game that made me start buying Xbox Live points and stuff.
Wow.
Couch co-op, the best thing.
Is this N++ or is it Sound Shapes?
Plus.
N++.
Looks like Sound Shapes.
Sounds like it too. Kind of reminds me of Wipeout.
I guess the thing we were seeing there was a bunch of level designs, but it just looked like a weird abstract music video.
CTOS's groundbreaking technology. We're promoting efficiency, comfort, and safety, dedicated to protecting you and your friends.
Citizens of Chicago, we are DedSec. You have heard enough lies. It is time to hear the truth.
I already love this.
Can be hacked. Someone is inside the network. We have seen him.
Are you going to be sitting on a bus, helping your friendly agents?
He is not DedSec, and we do not defend him.
Police believe they are. I really like the idea of it. Every time I've seen it, it looks cool. I'm just not sure of it. You know, it being set up under Ubisoft's current philosophy of everything has to be a franchise.
That the CTOS network is flawed.
Jesus Christ!
And you are vulnerable. One man has done exactly what we have warned you about.
Are you in trouble?
No, I'm not.
The virus is still doing damage. Shut it down!
Now is the time to wake up.
Okay. Imagine if movie trailers did that. Watch the movie and then get 10 additional minutes for $2.99.
Yeah. Go to this specific brand of cinema, and the colours are slightly better. I have little to no interest in this, but it's a sci-fi shooter. I should take notice of it.
I actually really like Killzone multiplayer, so I'm excited to see what they do with this one.
I've only ever played Killzone 2, and yeah, I think it's not very good.
Did you play the multiplayer?
Little bit, but I am the least multiplayer of multiplayer people.
Yeah, so yeah, it would make sense that you didn't enjoy it.
Your opinion counts for nothing.
I actually played Killzone 3 with the Move controller online and everything too, held my own. That was the way to play that game. You're allowed to move with me if you'd like. One of the biggest problems with all the Killzone multiplayer games is that it always kind of had a hard time keeping up. Like the hardware had a hard time handling it. The frame rate got real bad. So I'm hoping with the PlayStation 4 we're actually going to get a Killzone game that runs smoothly and plays smoothly online.
Are you still going to be oddly really short? So Killzone 2, you were just really short. You were coming up to every other character's waist, wasn't it?